Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
Degree, and that these people are there to see them seek justice.
These niggas is nerds, bro. Nerds.
Look at this group of losers. This is just the most embarrassing thing that I've ever seen in my life. This rally literally turned into people bringing testosterone shots outside, people doing push-up contests to show how masculine they are.
24, 25, 26, 27.
The lawyer of...
Bro, this is incel behavior, bro. Like, niggas gotta stop that shit. Niggas gotta stop. The free Tate protest proves Sneako right, man. By all means, man, we're gonna check this out. Apparently, Sneako or some shit, you know what I'm saying, is in this anti-red pill arc, I guess. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna check it out, man.
You doing all these
I believe
things.
at the time that Andrew Tate was innocent. I thought that some of the accusers were trying to get money, and I believe that it was a matrix attack. I did believe it back then. But as I looked into it more, and I look at the new charge with child, and I've done a deep dive, it's clear.
I remember
that
when Fresher finished it, they were saying that Sneako is a leaf in the wind, bro. This nigga go from different things. First he was red pill, then he was this, and he was Muslim. Now he's going against it, bro. It's like, make up your fucking mind, bro. Make up your fucking mind.
Just a specific matrix attack, probably guilty of a lot of these things.
Well, finally, it only took you about 4 years platforming him to the young.
Yeah, you platform these niggas, bro. Like
impressionable audience, him snaking you, doing all these things behind your back, only for you to come back around to a side that realizes that he might be a bad person. Thank you, Sneako, for finally realizing that Andrew Tate is a bad person after all the years of damage. Just thank you. The infamous Tate brothers are being held in federal custody in Miami, Florida, because they have done some things that are just outrageous. Not necessarily new, but they are outrageous. And with the hearing being pushed back to August 27th, their supporters have come around them and decided to wrap them in a blanket or a cloak of support that would have them feeling like they
I heard something about that. I think they went on like a protest, but niggas just saying it was only like fucking like 30 people that really showed up. Like, nobody, man. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
Degree, and that these people are there to see them seek justice.
These niggas is nerds, bro. Nerds.
Look at this group of losers. This is just the most embarrassing thing that I've ever seen in my life. This rally literally turned into people bringing testosterone shots outside, people doing push-up contests to show how masculine they are.
24, 25, 26, 27.
The lawyer of...
Bro, this is incel behavior, bro. Like, niggas gotta stop that shit. Niggas gotta stop. That's some straight incel behavior, bro.
Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate cutting a WWE promo front and center because he needs some sort of attention. It's a really weird and interesting sight.
Nothing what a democracy looks like, and that is what the UK looks like now. It is a fallen regime. It is a despotic state. It is a state that hates men, that hates Christianity, that hates masculinity, and that hates Andrew and Tristan Tate.
And of course, this hosted the usual loser suspects of people that you would think would be supporting Andrew Tate. Of course, Myron Gaines is out there on the front line.
Bro, of course Myron's out there. You already know this nigga. Come on, bro. You already know this nigga, this Amru. No, where the nigga at? Amru, you know Amru gonna be there. Stupid looking at. He's such a fucking sellout, bro. It's so bad. Why you want to be a sellout so bad?
You also have fellow Red Pill top G Justin Waller out there supporting his guys, the Tate brothers.
I ain't gonna say too much, bro.
You know, standing in arms with them. But there is a name that is not out there with them. Arguably one of the more impactful names in all of Andrew Tate's whole career, and that's Sneako. Sneako is at home realizing in real time that ultimately the things that he has done has been disgusting by supporting Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate based off of the charges being
I'm glad he came to his fucking senses, bro.
Evidence that is piling up. And honestly, I think Sneako's whole assessment on everything, the charges and the protests, kind of summarize exactly where the state of the Red Pill community is. And I think Sneako, who for what it's worth is one of the biggest supporters and backers of the Red Pill community during its rise and ascension, and has a great assessment on the overall state of the Red Pill community. From the charges to the protests, he puts it pretty soundly exactly where the Red Pill community is. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. The race to 200 is on and we're almost there. Now, back into the video.
And I wish I saw it earlier. I was kind of blinded by, you know, the idea that we're speaking truth, this resisting the slave mind, the matrix. I did believe in that stuff, and it's a lot of it is a cult. And you can see some of these people are still in that cult. They believe that their demons are trying to stop testosterone.
And I was following that shit, but once niggas started being racist, that shit opened my mind to that shit. I'm like, oh, Oh, yeah, nah, this ain't something you need to follow. Cause I was young, impressionable, but
testosterone. So they're doing
gotta
push-ups
snap out of that shit.
on the
Them
sidewalk
niggas
at
be
the
on
age
some
of 40
bullshit.
years old. It's embarrassing. No, you're 50. What are you doing? And I admit I was wrong.
And what I think is actually a bold move from Sneako, he does come to the internet and admit something that a lot of people can't do. That his actions, his belief system, and what he was pushing was wrong in the past. It's not just the stuff with women that has Sneako now believing that, you know, Andrew Tate and his ways were wrong. It's also the stuff with children. It's also the way that he goes about treating his friends. It's the entire framework and ideology and picture that Andrew Tate has been trying to paint over I think was his biggest and most vocal and most important supporter now questioning the validity of who he is. The reason why I think the Sneako of it all is so important is because he was a guy who championed Andrew Tate. I tried to explain this to my fiance the other day about how important Sneako was to the rise of Andrew Tate, but he, in my opinion, is literally the person who introduced Andrew Tate into such a young and impressionable audience through Sneako and had him be somebody who at one point in time got his name bigger than Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian. But now
That's insane. Nobody's seen the rise. Nobody's seen the rise of Andrew Tate like how we seen it, bro. That shit was insane, bro.
And these newfound charges, these old charges, but just brought back to the forefront in a different way, have made Sneako disavow Andrew Tate in a way that I think is honestly great. And so now, as Sneako is sitting at home watching these losers do this protest for Andrew Tate, he can only sit back and reflect, because maybe a year ago he would have literally been on those same front lines, doing the same push-ups, having the same cardboard signs, cutting the same promos.
He would have been that like 2-3 years ago. Hell yeah.
Be going to jail for a long time based off these charges.
I should have known that like this event was gonna draw so many fucking like cop chases. Bro,
nigga, 30 people showed up. Raw protest. I told you them niggas is done, bro. I told you the red pill is dead. You know how much?
Stop saying nigga, bro. Stop saying nigga, bro.
They all started crying. This is
took
proof.
that shit from him, bro.
Why I wanted to do the stream?
Nigga, not part of the culture. Fuck that.
This is the finale of this red pill cringe era. These incel who hate women and don't really have any sort of universal idea. The red pill is dead. It's done.
Now, for what it's worth, Sneako, you did bring
and then Sneako, you done changed your ideology about 5 times. Like, if you stop being Muslim, bro, nobody's ever gonna take you serious, because you just keep changing up shit, bro.
As to the forefront in the mainstream, at least you aided in doing it, but it's good that you're spinning the block. And I think that you're absolutely right. These people are hanging on by a thread because of years of being exposed for being fraudsters, scammers, people who don't actually live the life that they say they live, and with little to no male improvement tracked back to the teachings that they've had. But this is great. Like, one of the biggest supporters who has come out of this era is disavowing this whole movement in public. And the reason why he's clowning them is because his point is being proven by a protest that's supposed to support Andrew Tate. This is the quote by Miami Times reporter Natasha Yee. The smattering of millennial men gathered in the 90-degree heat appeared to span nearly every race and ethnicity, clutching homemade cardboard signs with messages like, "Thank you, Andrew Tate, for teaching us bravery." And the Tates are heroes to millions, though only about 30 of those millions appeared to make it downtown Miami on Thursday.
Andrew Tate is not, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't been proven guilty of anything. He has not been convicted. So I'm here to defend.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go get a life. Go get employed, gang. Go get employed, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit ain't it, bro. Like, niggas need to get a fucking job, bro. It's unemployed activity, bro. If you got a job, this is unemployed activity.
Fair to Andrew Tate, he didn't tell the clowns to come out to support him. He did not tell the people to come and do the protest to be.
They did it themselves,
All
bro.
he
The unemployed
asked for was his fans and his supporters, his true supporters, the true people that believe in the top G, to come out and support him and do a protest. Now, ultimately, are his fans and supporters clowns? Maybe that's true. If you look at the clips or any sort of writing about this protest, it's clear as day that more people that were involved were probably there for some sort of viral moment of it all.
Then the captain came down last night and he was looking me in the eye like he wanted to hit me with a billy club. I said, are we okay? I said, man to man, you understand, I'm their attorney. I have a right to be here. Like, you understand that we're litigating for them, and you understand that we're going to shine a light into this prison. And this, this, you know, all fat, gut hanging over his belt. They're all a bunch of fat asses in there with no lives, and they're all broke, and they hate us.
They said,
and that's just the way it is.
They always said the same shit. Niggas is fat and broke.
Light into this prison. And this, you know, all fat, gut hanging over his belt. They're all a bunch of fat asses in there with no lives, and they're all broke, and they hate us. And that's just the way it is.
I don't even even think that that's a real lawyer. I think that that's just some bodybuilder that they put inside of a suit and told him to wear sunglasses. A lawyer.
Fat asses in there with no life, and they're all
some bodybuilder that they put inside
I
of a
just
suit
see
and
what he
told him
was
to wear
saying.
sunglasses. What's funny to me is that like
he said nigga was a bodybuilder in a suit.
A good bit of the teaching that Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate have been trying to display for the past couple of years. Them doing synchronized push-up protest and then putting in a tweet.
Bro, what
this
the
is
fuck?
What the
bro.
them doing synchronized push-up protest and then putting in a tweet. This.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. Hey, bro.
Years. Them doing synchronized push-up protest and then putting in a tweet. This.
That shit is bad,
is what
bro.
the Matrix fears. It's some of the weakest shit I have ever heard. Mind you, these are the people that talk about the wokeness of the world and they criticize like all the BLM protests and all the marching that they did, but literally these guys look like doofuses outside doing this stuff. And then what's embarrassing about all of this is the numbers in it of it all. Now, mind you, I do think that Andrew Tate, the Red Pill movement, you know, Myron, Justin Wall, all these people associated with it do have a bunch of different supporters. Before these guys try to galvanize any sorts of troops, it always has something questionable that goes along with how many people actually came there. One reporter that's pro-Tate quoted that there were thousands of people. The Miami Times and this
other
like
there was that many people there. Fuck no.
To maybe 30 people. And every video that I see, I'm not gonna lie, this is just based off of what I've seen. It's not a lot of people at all. It literally
bro, him and this fucked up too that just pissed me off, bro. Like they look like a Sean Rock, bro. Oh god, hell no.
High school lunch at any given time, and you know, depending on the high school that you go to, I might even be gassing it because that's a pretty big showing. Now I don't know if it's because these top G disciples are so broke that they can't actually afford to get to Miami because they're so busy sending their money.
They just not supporting like how they think they're gonna support.
Put on their books so they can pay for ramen noodle packets so they're not having to do push-ups and clean laundry while they're in jail, or if it's because people aren't proud enough to show their faces to let the world know that they actually do support Andrew and Tristan Tate. But I do know one thing: this millions of people fan base that claim that they are proud and loud about supporting Andrew and Tristan Tate's movement aren't visible anytime anybody asks them to step up and show their face. Now, arguably the worst part about all of this is not the fact that there weren't too many people that showed up to a protest. It's the fact that Andrew Tate left his community, the top G community, the Red Pill guys, in the hands of some of the worst people on the internet.
And the truth of the innocence and the reasons why they should be released will be so overwhelming.
I can't even see. I can't take him seriously. Ever since Omizi was all like, basically, they put a bodybuilder in a damn suit, bro, acting like a lawyer. That shit funny as hell.
Straight to President Trump's office, and we will say to him, I understand we have a long and lasting relationship with the United Kingdom, but don't forget that that relationship started when we took their tea and threw it into the damn water. Don't forget that that relationship started when we launched a revolution against that stupid king and his stupid
God. They really think they're that people, bro. This is not that. This is not no taking over the country, you know what I'm saying? This is not that. That's the pouring tea, bro. Stop bringing up that old ass shit that ain't got nothing to do. You're not fucking leading a revolution, bro. This is not that. What the fuck?
godforsaken country.
Ain't leading no revolution. Two new dudes are locked up for some shit they probably did. That's all it is. Ain't no revolution.
Or a content creator. Like, why are you
what
referencing the Boston Tea Party and the kings of the revolution?
But they want to be, they want to be in that time so bad. It's
in
bad.
The 1700s, when you're talking about whether Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate are supposedly people who are doing these terrible things with women and children. Can you keep your eye on the prize here, buddy, and not try to get on AEW? It's not just the Fresh and Fit boys, Myron and Walter, and it's not just Justin Waller, who Andrew Tate has left to defend his name in the public and galvanize the truth. He has established a crackpot team of legal experts, one that only rivals O.J. Simpson, in an attempt to get him out of jail. I mean, these guys are as sharp as a tack, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that I can stress how worried I am for the state of Florida, city of Miami, the federal government, and what they're going to have to put up with, because this legal team they're on it. I swear to you, they are on it.
Don't forget that that relationship started when we launched a revolution against that stupid king and his stupid wig and that godforsaken country.
Now, obviously, lawyers speak all the time. I don't think it's strange for them to be answering some of these questions. Have you obtained proof of life? You know, talk to them, see how their headspace is doing, all that stuff. That's your job as a lawyer. But it looks like their lawyer is more concerned with becoming a main character. Look at how he's like intentionally going for these jokes because he wants Buddy in the free hug shirt to cheese it up and laugh.
And yeah, this, yeah, that, yeah, this, you know, all fat gut hanging over his belt. They're all a bunch of fat asses in there with no life, and they're all broke and they hate us, and that's just the way it is.
He's more worried about impressing these guys and playing the court of
Iron out of all people.
Ultimately losers who are gonna ride for
fucking
Andrew and Tristan no matter what, than doing things that, I don't know, would probably help them get out of jail. you just look like one of the D-bags who is on their payroll and who acts just like them. We've seen recently in court when it comes to Chud the Builder, how these actions from your team outside
going through it, boy. Look at that man.
of court can help play into
where the
how
fuck
the
he
judge
belongs.
accepts narratives and stuff.
Didn't he
like
get out
that.
or some shit,
I
though?
don't
We
know if
gotta
it's a
react to
great
that.
idea for these dudes to be going around gallivanting and having the greatest time with Myron and Walter from Fresh and Fit, trying to get the laughs and chuckles from these idiots on the street as a way to get, you know, these guys out of jail if that's their ultimate end goal. But I had to look into this lawyer a little bit deeper to figure out who he was.
Yeah, I'm easy gonna figure it out who the fuck this dude is.
And you gotta trust your gut on some of these things. When he comes off clout chasey in
fluke.
these interviews, then you've got to assume that in real life he's clout chasey as well. Andrew Tate's lawyer's name is Joseph McBride, somebody who has taken on some pretty notorious and infamous cases in recent times. He was the guy who supported and decided to take on the defense for Richardo, Big O, Barnett, whatever his name is. You know, the guy who was in Nancy Pelosi's office during the January 6th expedition coup on the Capitol building. Now, this guy Barnett, with the help of Joseph McBride, went to trial and was convicted on all 8 counts. But at the end of the day, Joseph McBride still got that look, right? And then there's Keith Rainier, the founder of NXIVM, who also Joseph McBride decided that he was going to be a lawyer for. Now, Rainier has an interesting storyline, but McBride publicly questioned the FBI's work and argued that prosecutors had not proven every element of the crimes beyond a reasonable doubt. You're probably asking what Rainier was being put on trial for. He was ultimately a cult leader, somebody who was into some of the same things that their guy Andrew Tate is being put up on trial for: the trafficking, the exploitation, the children of it all. And Rainier ultimately got sentenced to 120 years. Now, I'm not trying to say that McBride is a bad lawyer at all. What I'm trying to say is the optics of it all. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate decided to go get a lawyer who has been responsible for defending a guy on the January 6th trial and for this guy who is a cult leader. I mean, if you're walking like a duck and quacking like one, you might as well go get a duck farmer.
I did believe at the time that Andrew Tate was innocent, but as I looked into it more, probably guilty of a lot of these things.
So from the protesters to the vocal...
If they are, that's fucking insane. And y'all niggas gotten away too long with that shit. Fucks, no.
Supporters like Myron and Walter, all the way up to Andrew Tate's lawyer, it looks like this is a clown show for the Tate brothers. And it's a great thing that it's now being called out by Sneako. For the past few years, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Myron, Walter, Justin Waller, and anybody else that is still associated with the Red Pill movement have been put to question over the validity of their takes and their thought processes and reasoning and advice, and to the validity of the Red Pill movement as a whole. People question if these people were actually getting any help, if there was any real brotherhood behind it all, and in a situation in which they could have proved that there was some sort of camaraderie and strength in numbers and power in what they were actually teaching, you actually get a 30 people shit show of a protest in support of a guy who has a lawyer who is looking for the optics and look of it all in order to make his name big, while Andrew and Tristan Tate are behind Miami bars. Tate obviously still has fans, but the movement is not what it was. And I think what makes it worse is that the person who ushered in this movement to a young and unexpected audience has left, has excommunicated from it, is disavowing it. I don't think people realize how much of a role Sneako has actually played in bringing these losers to a young audience. And again, I don't, forgive him or forget about all of that, but it is a great deal that he is actually addressing these things now and saying the loud part out loud. The Red Pill is dead. It's over with. They're not amusing anymore. You see commentary channels stop making videos about them. And every single time they are
that's what we saying now. The Red Pill is dead.
It's more so from the POV.
How y'all feel about that, man? Well, that's about the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed that video, please subscribe, like, and comment. Please do all that. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. Peace. Oh, shit.